Assholes Anonymous is sponsored by Executive Art. Check us out on the Executive Art YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and hit the... Hello, 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 good people.
Hey, yo.
It is us, Assholes Anonymous, and I am your luscious.
Luscious.
Yeah, I was
This
calling
nigga needs adjectives, bro.
I
get stopped, father.
Hey, yo, son.
Listen,
You gotta relax, son.
I just call, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be faithful.
I ain't calling another man luscious.
You don't have to. I'm just saying, I'm putting out there in the world for other people to look back and say, you know what, I agree. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You Negroes is not who I'm trying to prove to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get y'all to prove.
This nigga.
So I'm King Keno in the building. In the Executive Art Studios.
Got that right.
Our gracious and wonderful host. I mean, sponsors for what we got going on up in this. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? You know how that go. And next
As
to
if
me,
this nigga was not executive. As if this nigga was not executive or affiliated.
Listen, man. Listen, man. No disrespect. Don't disrespect.
I'm not disrespecting.
Yeah, don't disrespect the sponsors. You know what I'm saying? How they come, how we present them, how they come about. Leave them alone.
All right.
It's a whole nother entity inside of an entity. You understand? So next to me, I got my man.
To the west of him, it's the best of him. Your boy, Justin L.H. Wood, the Christ of Curls.
Darkness.
The most beautiful baritone.
Darkness is in the building.
Tell me your new name, son.
The most beautiful baritone in all of Birmingham. The single mother select choice.
in the building.
Yeah.
Got that right.
Yeah.
Got that right.
And next to him, we got.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Machiavellian. I'm back. Let's go get it.
AKA Kevin Samuels Jr.
No.
That's the Godfather.
I am not Kevin Samuels. I am that nigga, though.
Got
I've been
that
there
right.
my whole life.
Got that right.
I've been select all my life. Let's get
Got
it.
that right.
Nigga, get him
Some drinks.
Hey, I'm trying to tell her the water is under the seat.
And she don't want
Right,
water. She want to get
nigga.
blitz, nigga.
Oh.
She wants alcohol.
Oh.
She wants the devil's liquor.
She want the devil's nectar.
How
Oh.
you say it?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna give you this on one condition. In about 10 minutes, I need you to have your shirt off.
Wait,
twist it
wait,
around.
whoa.
The misogyny.
Before you get started,
I'm a misogynist.
who are you, sir?
Hey, this your boy Maxwell, aka the Hood Hulk Hogan,
Off the top row.
aka the Sultan of Shit Talk. Let's get it.
Okay.
Now
I'm
I'm going to
3
fix
wood
drinks.
chucks in. I'm about to be real out of control, America.
3 woodchucks.
And my last name is Wood. How about that?
How about that?
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about because I'm a piece of shit. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you was not paying,
I wasn't paying attention.
any attention.
I was looking at the knees.
So it's been very interesting. This has been a very interesting week.
Extremely eventful
A
week.
lot of different things have been going on.
A lot of different things.
It's action packed.
Action packed.
Yeah, look at it. I like that where the echo comes in. Action packed. The zone is on. But so we are. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and it deals with expectations versus reality. What you expect from a situation, but opposed to what is actually going on or actually needed. Like you go into a situation, you expect for it, your expectations for it to be another way, but inside of that, the reality of it is that you didn't do your research probably well enough to understand that that's not the reality of what's gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that fall into these categories on a regular basis. I fell into it before. God, getting married, it was one of those things where I have a very high opinion on myself. I feel like certain things shouldn't happen to me. And you get into a marriage, you realize I have no control over what somebody else is trying to do inside of that same situation.
Right.
Especially when you didn't get no confirmation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About what was your expectation of it? Where you think it was supposed to go? What it is you think it's supposed to be? You know what I mean? You just figure because you are who you are, it gonna fall in line the way you want it to fall in line.
It's supposed to work because I said it's supposed to work.
Goddamn right, because I am me. You know what I'm saying? Me is me, and I am who I am, and shit.
But if you don't read that paperwork, buddy,
Or if you don't take the opportunity to get to know who you fucking with,
true.
understand that they can't be what you need them to be. So, Mark,
Yo,
you started some trouble.
as usual, as usual.
you know what's funny about me and this trouble thing? And I'm gonna look back at the post I made because it really wasn't about me causing trouble.
Right.
I think people have a very specific issue with accountability. They don't like it.
It really
It's
they
that
are.
kryptonite.
Really
So what I did the other day, and as y'all know, normally I make a post, and a lot of people like to be on there talking trash, making jokes, having fun. But this specific post I made was about a conversation I had on Friday, and I was hanging out, me and like 5 other people, 3 ladies, all of them highly educated. Everyone had at minimum MBA there. The guys basically same thing. Had a great talk about relationships where everybody talk about every day, right?
Right.
And we made certain ground rules for the conversation. First ground rule was you cannot use your emotion to make your argument.
Motherfucking right.
This guy.
And the reason why we did that it's because of the conversation,
Right.
and the people in the conversation. Our expectation is that the learned of us, the educated of us, women and men, should be able to have civil discourse and use logic in their discourse.
Wait, rewind. Can you explain to the audience what civil discourse is? Because a lot of people don't know it. They think you're getting a ticket or something.
Right. So my civil discourse is to have a debate, not an argument. To be able to articulate your points of view backed up with data and or true general lived experience, not anecdotal experience. Because anyone can make an argument about anecdotal because folks can't argue it. Typically, when someone is losing their argument, they go to anecdotal
Slander.
or they go to ad hominem attacks. We cut all of that out for the sake of the conversation. So, to kind of paraphrase what we came up with after this 3-hour conversation, it was cool. There was 5 points that was made, and at the beginning of it, I said something, and they argued me down. By the end, they were agreeing, and I'm like, we wasted 3 hours of our life.
And number 1 is hilarious because I had a conversation in this motherfucker.
I got it. So man, I'm gonna start off by kind of going through it really quickly, and then we'll get into it. Number 1.
Watch your toes, man.
Leave them alone, bro. Come on, be a little.
I got you.
What the fuck? Y'all are wilding tonight.
Can I get a professional outfit, please? All right. Number 1. More black men want to be married than black women. That's number 1 stat. That stat came from an NPR survey held by a Harvard students and professors. And it turned out that 43% of all black males surveyed wanted to be married while 25 didn't. Made sense because most of the people who were surveyed are between the ages of 18 and 35. Most women, modern women that in our age range don't want to be married early. Made complete sense. Most men do. So that made sense. A lot of women would say, no, they don't, until you bring the facts. Most women who are college age or under 30 don't want to be married because they got shit they want to do. Get it. Most men do.
Unimportant shit.
It ain't unimportant to them, but it's the main reason why they don't ever get a husband.
Yeah.
All right, number 2.
Oh.
All right, number 2.
Put the gun down, man.
Less
Don't
black
want the Marco.
less black men were married in 2020. That number comes from the 2020 census, which that data is now out. than the 1990 census. The reason we use 1990 as the benchmark is because that's when everyone swears that everyone black was in jail because of Reaganomics coming out of the crack era.
And you know I blame TLC for all this shit.
Hey, so if at a time when Reaganomics stripped the middle class and urban America of their factory jobs where most black men got their jobs from, we were still able to get married at a high rate. That's very, very telling.
Yeah.
Than we can now.
Yeah.
Number 3, black women leave relationships at a disproportionately higher rate than black men. And here was the caveat. They leave them whether it's a man or a woman. So we took into account if it's LGBTQ or not. Black women can't get along with their goddamn selves, let alone black men.
God damn, nigga.
Number 4, 40% of the men on the planet, or 40% of the population of men, populate the planet because 60% of men die childless.
Yeah. Are you trying to say 4 in 10 niggas have kids?
So,
and what you're trying to say is the majority of niggas ain't out here having kids? It's a minority of niggas, but most niggas are being blamed for shit that they're not doing. Is that what you're telling me, Mark?
I'm just gonna say this. Anytime I hear women talk about men who got 17 kids, I then ask them, why does all those women keep choosing that same man? Apparently he doing something right. Or he is select, and that's why all the women keep going to him. Most men, which leads me to the last point.
I can't stand his 4th baby mama.
But you keep sleeping with him. I'm gonna talk about the adjustment shit in just a minute. The last argument, or the last point I made in this argument: women control access to sex and reproduction.
That's fact.
No child is born in this country unless a woman wanted to.
That's fact.
Thank you, Roe v. Wade.
That's fact.
Women control that. No child is born unless a woman wanted. I am a feminist. I believe in choice. They choose that. Men control access to relationship and marriage.
Speak on it.
Everyone on that panel agree with both of those points.
Right.
We don't talk about the R word, and we're not going to say it so that the algorithm doesn't get us, but we know it's not rap. It's the other R word.
Rapture.
Yeah.
It's the rapture.
So, like, excluding extremes,
Right.
women dictate who has sex and how many children are born.
Right.
Okay? So my simple argument was, and it won, black men don't marry because the women they want don't want them.
Goddamn
They're
motherfucking
not selected by the women they want.
My nigga.
Or
Preach, pastor. The devil is a motherfucking liar.
Or the women that want those men don't want. It is literally that simple. If I want a girl and she don't want me, I can't marry her. It's as simple as that.
Right.
But you can nut in it though and get her pregnant, my
You
nigga.
can't get access unless she let you. Here's my last thing. Then we get the conversation started.
Yeah.
Select men have access to all of the women. The rest of y'all niggas get what you can. And
I'm cool with that.
And like that is a norm that all men, select or not, toxic or gay, there's no in between. Toxic or not, whatever.
Right.
Men understand that dynamic. There are levels and the rules.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time. Shoot in your wheelhouse.
Either you are select by women, either you are what women want, or you're not. And what typically happens is, as a man ages, he can accumulate assets and resources to overcome his physical deficiencies.
Yeah, he becomes more attractive the older he gets.
Right. That's why men typically date way, way younger. And women, which is have the exact opposite effect, because women are born with value.
Right.
They are. Men are not. Men have to create and earn their value.
So they sit on a depreciating asset.
They are sitting on a gold. As soon as they remove the stopper in there.
Oh my God! Down the drain you go.
But that is It's just true.
Yeah.
As men age, they can appreciate value.
Right.
Because we can keep getting resources because what most women value in men is their ability to
provide.
Exactly. And protect financially, emotionally. Men get better at that as they gain knowledge and wisdom. Age.
Right.
What men value in most women is the exact opposite.
Right.
We don't care about I care about your education, but it's not the first thing I care about because I can't deal with someone who is highly educated, but I'm not attracted to. It's not going to happen. I won't even hear her talking to me. So like, men, we are what we are. I don't care how much science, how much education, how many seminars. I don't care
how many TD Jake sermons you done listen to.
I don't care how many women that are looses you listen to. You cannot change.
Don't let Pastor Mike fool y'all.
Right.
We will not be grass-eating lions. We're not vegan wolves. The shit ain't gonna happen. We are what we are. Women have tried to change it since the 1950s. Since Susan B. and the B stands for Big Anthony tried to change it. Men, our nature will not change. It can't happen. Fella, man, what you think about that?
I feel like you're on point. I mean, one of the big problems with inside of dating is understanding what your value is when you come into a situation and understanding what you need opposed to what you want out of a situation, right?
Explain that need versus want.
Okay,
a lot of people miss that.
Okay. So we get into this whole vibe of going into situations where we see all this different stuff and we say, oh, you got that, we want that, right? And then by the time you get it, then you realize, oh, I don't even like this shit. It ain't even nothing that I really need. It's just something that I accumulated because everybody else said it was the thing to do. It's like everybody going to Tulum right now, right?
Right.
You got every chick, every Instagram, every little chick from out the hood jump out there. They get their passport together. They go straight to Tulum now to go sit on the island because everybody said that's the place to be, right? You get out to Tulum, you realize it's 116 degrees. I don't like being this hot.
And the bugs everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I got this brand new weed, so I don't want to get it wet.
Oh man,
my
listen,
God.
bro.
That make me madder than dating someone who is, has all this fake hair in their head, and say I want to go to the beach.
Well, it depends.
Motherfucker, no. Why you go to the beach for? You can't swim.
Well, it don't.
Or you get the basic ass foods. Like you won't even try the local shit. Where the tacos at? Motherfucker, this Mexico, they got more than tacos, goddamn it. And quesadillas.
Are we talking about expectations?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Hit them with it.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, but that's what it is. In general, like between wants and needs, your expectations is basically what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's out of situation. Sometimes you don't even understand what you need out of situation. So then your expectations may change once you realize who you are as a human being or what you need from life as a human being. So that's it's kind of different. It's not actually the exact same thing, but it goes into that realm.
Let me say this. When you're entering into dealing with human beings, expect for human beings to be human beings. Where the music coming from?
Man, keep going. Yeah.
No, I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. Because I could have been tripping. I could have been schizo. I could have been a schizophrenic.
You are.
I could have just been finding out I was a schizophrenic.
You might be. You might be.
You know what I'm saying? I could have just been the realization in that moment.
Right.
But no, this is what I'm saying. So, what is your purpose for being there? What is your purpose for dealing with this person? Understand your purpose for being in this person's presence, and then you should know what to expect. So, am I just simply dealing with this person to fuck? Am I simply dealing with this person because I need some kind of emotional security? Am I dealing with this person because I need some kind of financial security? Remember your why. Once you remember your why, you'll be able to temper your expectations out of the situation. A lot of people get involved with folks. He said one of the things about men wanting to be married early, men getting with women expecting that this is going to be my wife. My nigga, this is not forever. This is your turn right now. So enjoy the ride for as long as it's going to last. And then when it's time to get out of the situation, protect your neck. Let's just say you start a relationship with a girl, you're 28 years old. She's 25. my nigga, she doesn't want to marry you.
Wow.
I'm listen.
You ain't shit.
Listen. I'm just saying. Especially, wait. Now, is she a white girl? She just graduated from Auburn. She just graduated from South Alabama. She wants to marry you. Put a ring on it. Secure that. Ride that 10-year ride. Ride that 10-year ride till she divorces you at 35. Because obviously she believes that she can do
your
better.
Shit, fam.
Let her
Talk
do better.
your shit.
Let her do better, and you get with that 28-year-old girl who just got her law degree from Miles.
Take your shit. Talk your shit.
I'm just keeping it funky. Because the sister that's graduated from UAB and got her AKA sash, she does not want to marry you, my nigga.
Fuck that. I'm a nuke, nigga. She gonna marry me. Nah, I'm just talking shit. Go ahead, bro.
She's
Talk
not
your
gonna marry you. Plus, you got on a God is dope shirt.
That's right, because God is dope.
Yeah, he's dope. You got that right.
Hey, believe in some or fall for anything.
You got there. He's dope, all right.
But hey, seriously though, I wanted to bring up a point that Mark talked about earlier.
Yeah, go ahead, do that.
In 2021, can we normalize shooting in your wheelhouse? Because I think a lot of folks be trying to outkick the coverage. And when I say outkick the coverage, I mean you shooting shots at baskets that you probably shouldn't be shooting at, and it causes you a lot of grief.
Hey, don't listen
depletes
to
your bank account.
Don't listen to Max.
And it gives you a lot of headaches.
Don't listen to Max.
I'm gonna say this.
Don't listen to
what
Max.
saying.
Don't listen to Max.
Max is right to a certain extent.
Yeah.
A lot
Like who like you?
A lot of people do have high expectations, and they try to get those expectations. That's fine. I don't, man,
but don't complain when you shoot at that basket and you get an air ball.
See, the thing
That's
is,
what I'm gonna say. That's what I agree with.
see,
Don't shoot that shot if you're gonna shoot an air ball.
See, the thing is, Max,
Only person can recover from shooting an air ball is Kobe. Kobe being Bryant, sir.
Dunks are higher percentage shots than layups.
They are.
Layups are higher percentage shots than jump shots.
They are.
A regular mid-range jump shot is not a higher percentage than a corner three. What I'm trying to say to you guys is shoot the corner three. Shoot the look. Shoot the corner three. There's no backdoor.
You are not Steph Curry. Don't come in the league trying. You better figure out what you're good at. Don't come in the league trying to be Steph Curry.
Look.
You'll be gone quick. You'll never get a max contract.
Every once and again, you hit a half-court shot. You see them ugly niggas with these beautiful ass women. Look, my nigga, believe in yourself. Don't listen to Max.
I'm not telling you not to believe in yourself, but sometimes you'll save yourself a lot of trouble if you shoot in the basket that's meant for you.
The understanding is
don't listen to Max.
That's knowing what you need.
Don't listen to Max.
What does those beautiful women want from that ugly guy?
I just said purpose. I just said purpose.
Listen. You saying purpose, but what the purpose is that they fucking with the ugly guy. You fuck they fucking with the ugly guy maybe for comfort.
Okay.
Right? He gonna make sure my life comfortable. So I'm gonna do everything that I need to do to make him feel a certain type of way so he can give me what I need in order to get into that situation.
She does not expect to be aroused by this nigga.
But
it's the dude.
But aroused.
But
Go ahead.
Men, the camera, men, you are not supposed to be the pretty one, niggas. They are. The fuck with these niggas want to be the bitches. The hell? No. Beauty and the Beast. What does the Beast provide? Protection, security. Security. What does that mean, Mark? I'm glad you asked. Financial, emotional, spiritual, mental, security. If the men are worried about being the pretty one in a relationship, she might as well date a bull dagger.
I'm not saying look. I'm not saying that though. I'm not saying that.
That's why ugly men get beautiful women. Because the women understand, because those women understand that man's role, and it's not to be a mirror image of her beauty.
You're correct. You're 100% correct. Me, unfortunately, I had the pleasure of being born a beautiful black man. And I'm just saying, look, I'm just saying, I cannot count.
Look into the camera.
I am. Now look. At the base, the very base attraction is sexual attraction.
I agree.
Now I can be
Facts.
I don't give a fuck that I'm 5'8". I don't give a fuck that I weigh 171 pounds. I'm telling you, my nigga, they don't give a fuck neither. They could be on any social media talking about how they don't fuck with short niggas. I got high cheekbones and curly hair. I'm fucking. You understand me, B?
All right.
Look.
Hey, yo, fam, tell him. Tell him what's on your mind, son.
Look. I said it.
Tell
a
him what's
couple
on,
weeks ago.
son.
I said a couple weeks ago. I don't think that I'm attractive.
Talk your shit, son.
I don't think that I'm attractive. I know that I'm attractive because at 35 years
Talk
old,
your
for
shit,
the
fam.
past 17 years, women have been telling me, my nigga, you fine as fuck, and I want to suck your dick.
Hey, yo,
okay with
talk
me.
your shit, son.
I'm just saying. It's not that I'm the pretty one, Mark.
Talk your shit,
I'm just
son.
damn pretty.
But here go the thing.
We
My
fine
skin
right
is
now,
beautiful.
goddamn.
Have y'all seen my skin? Look at me. God damn it.
Now,
I've
I've been texting my whole life too with me. This shit ain't just happened to me either, nigga.
It ain't sex ain't new.
This ain't just happened now.
Sex ain't
Talk y'all shit.
sex
I ain't growing to my lips, nigga. I've been this fine. This nigga said I've been this fine. I want no ugly duckling, nigga. I want the...
Since 1980, what the fuck, nigga?
But
Oh, shit.
but even inside of that though,
Yeah.
when you're dealing inside of a certain person feeling like they need something different, that means nothing. Like you can be the best looking thing in the world and still.
But if you can't adapt, you
So you
fuck.
saying these curls don't keep them?
Nah, nigga, you know what though?
The girls
You
definitely ain't gonna keep
you
it.
know how to adapt though.
First of all, why would I stay with you and you'll have better than mine? These out here with this 4C.
Only for church, only for the child.
Only for
church
the
sake.
child,
Right.
Only for the
She
child.
can't even find your shit at the store, my nigga.
Not pull out.
But the thing about it is that
Oh, in 2021, we ain't pulling out.
We ain't pulling out shit.
when a person is looking for security, your curls don't mean shit. So
Damn, man.
you go into a situation, you gonna always lose your girl to somebody gonna make
Curls can't keep them. I'm gonna get that put on the shirt.
Oh yeah, that's real shit though. Curls
can't keep
And
them.
then on the back, you be like, these can.
Look,
My God, I love it.
Al B. Sure lost his woman to Puffy.
Damn, dog.
Technically,
Al's a
he
pretty
didn't.
ass nigga.
Cause Al had already knocked her up and moved on.
No, he didn't move on.
You seen it in
They
the
was
My Love When You
crack.
Call Me Big Papa video with Puff Daddy, Misha Hampton? I see you, baby.
He
You still fine.
He just had to fall in line. It was a richer nigga who was in a position to put in a better position for his child.
He was L.A. Reid
You know-
Du-Boy at the time.
I gotta dance in this video. I'm gonna make songs for him and everything. You know, he wrote "Forever My Lady." He wrote that song for Jonas. You know what I'm saying? Was about our Puffy girl.
Yeah, when they was first having
Puffy
the baby.
was the person that
when they was having
that
Quincy.
signed
Yeah.
Jonas.
And it means so
inside
much
this
to
situation-
me.
At this point in time, he understood inside that situation. A powerful man comes in and is more important to a situation than a pretty man. Case in
Imagine
fact.
being pretty and powerful.
No.
I've been there.
Imagine
I
this.
just see it running down their legs. Shut
Hey, his cousin sucked Puffy.
Oh, I almost got.
your ass up right now. He gonna get a chicken out face.
His cousin did what?
No, you
Don't repeat that
don't
shit.
repeat that foolishness.
No,
He gonna get us deplatformed and shit.
The girl said she walked into the office and Christopher Williams was doing promises all on Puffy goddamn.
Peter Whacker.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Just hit himself in the face. Christopher Williams. That's Abish's cousin, Christopher Williams.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't.
I'm dreaming. Oh my God.
So imagine you being a pretty nigga and you have to do fellatio to another nigga and
Nigga.
you able to get a contract.
Hey, you gotta
I
relax.
didn't say the real word.
You gotta relax, son.
That was real shit. That's what it
Like
is.
this ain't true Hollywood stories,
He got
my
the contract. He
nigga.
got the contract. He ain't sued.
You gotta relax, my
He ain't
nigga.
sued the person who told the
That shit
story
wild.
yet. So
shit
that
wild.
means the story.
You gotta relax.
That shit
He's
wild.
on our song.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that this shit
Anyway,
true.
but the point is, but the point is that inside of that security, in most situations, when you're dealing with men and women, when it's a man, if you can make a woman's life secure, you gonna always be a top notch, a top chose.
Bruh, I remember I said this shit and so many women co-signed it.
Right.
If you want a woman's loyalty, give her security.
Right.
And like people were like, "Oh yeah, preach," you know how all them shit do. And I'm saying that like I told y'all niggas go get the money. Like my granddad, like everybody granddaddy told them, get the money,
The
and
women
the women
will
come
come.
with it.
Yeah.
Everybody bring that and had that conversation.
I've never known a man who lose a woman chasing
Shouts
money.
out to all the niggas with money. Shouts out to all the niggas with money. Y'all girls.
You
got
ain't
the
even
best
gotta
pussy in
have
the
it.
fucking-
All you gotta do is be chasing it.
I just want to. I just want to get these niggas they roses.
Because ever since I focused on the bag.
Can I get these niggas they roses? I swear to God, you niggas with money, y'all girls got the best pussy on the face of the earth, my nigga. I swear to God, I love you niggas.
You ain't shit.
You keep securing the homestead, and I'm keep that pussy secure, my nigga. I love you.
Now listen,
I love you niggas, man. I'm always hold you niggas down to the end. I love you niggas.
If you are blessed to be the side nigga inside of that situation,
man.
If you or the side,
I'm the
whatever
nigga on the east end and the nigga on the west.
Your
B.
job,
That's me, B.
but your job,
Yeah.
right? As the side dude inside the situation is to keep her in that relationship.
Man, y'all stay down with that nigga.
That's your job. Your job is to keep her in
Don't
the
leave that
relationship.
nigga alone.
You need to tell her when she fucking up.
I'm not
you,
live.
You are treating that man.
Why the
like
fuck are you
shit.
falling in love right
Go
now?
home.
You're not supposed to be doing
No,
this.
go home, buy that man a gift or something, cook him some food, treat him nice. That's your job as a side dude to make sure she stay in that relationship. First of all, you can't afford to be number one. So you need her to keep her relationship going.
Please.
So as a side dude inside that situation,
You gotta
your
keep the relationship going.
Your job is to keep her relationship together. You give her the best advice. You tell her all the good things to do, the cologne that she's supposed to buy.
What take him to go get something to eat?
Oh man, all that shit.
Yeah.
And if you disrespect that inside of a situation, you gonna end that relationship.
If
and you
August Alsina has not taught you niggas anything,
Hey man,
it's
do
to
not follow
never,
his blueprint. Do
it's
not-
to never fall in love with your side, with the chick you dating, dealing with. If you a side,
Listen, and when the husband is the breadwinner inside a situation, your
you can't
job,
fuck that bag up.
You know what August should have told Jada? Tonight when you leave me, go suck Will dick.
Give him the gawk 3000 with a double twisty.
Every time she left, that should be the end of this conversation.
But you know I didn't want to suck weird dick. It had doo-doo all on it.
Yeah,
We know why she didn't want
y'all
to.
clearly ain't shit.
Well, we won't be here next week.
we got
Hey, look. Well,
These are allegedly.
No.
what August Alsina did is high treason against the side nigga society.
He did.
Definitely.
It's high treason.
The highest of treason.
It's high treason against the side nigga society. Let me say this. I want to look directly into the camera. August Alsina, not only has your membership been revoked, but you're rebuked.
Revoked.
You're rebuked across
rebuked,
all societies of side
Nigga,
niggas.
we ain't even claiming you as a light skin no more.
Oh my God, my nigga, you are a white man. You are
You are a white
confidential
devil.
informant, motherfucker.
Right.
That's what the fuck you are. Now listen.
A
Now
whole
listen.
colonizer.
Right. He is. Now listen. Now
Goddamn
listen.
Zionist.
This is what
You fucking Scientologist.
This is what I want to say to all you side niggas. Do not be a side nigga to a woman that you truly fucking love, my nigga. Get out. Eject.
I mean, you know,
Nigga run, because number one, Keto gonna give it to him.
if she leave her main thing and
Now both of y'all broke.
no, what your job then is to find her somebody to be her number one, cause you should not.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Can I say something? Our friend Elgin Baylor, his real name is Genuine. I mean, his real name is Elgin Baylor.
Elgin Lumpkin. It's Lumpkin.
Yeah, that's the Elgin Lumpkin. This nigga gave you the side nigga handbook in 1999 with his second album. I want you to get The Bachelor and listen to that motherfucker. Listen to that motherfucker. That's all the rules you need on being a side nigga. Nigga, do not sing no shit. I'm your man only when you're lonely. No, my nigga. You're right. In those jeans.
Nobody in here got no jeans.
I'm looking for my number one fan. All that good shit. Tell me what's so different if you cheated on him. When you get with me, what's gonna be different when you get with me? God damn. Y'all niggas listen to the fucking album. Listen to the album.
Not a goddamn
Listen to
thing.
the album,
You know, man, back then, BC, man, before I found Christ.
Before we found Christ.
When I used to deal with women who had men. I don't do that anymore.
I still do.
I don't. I ain't got time for that
still do.
shit, man. Here's the reason. Here's what I would always
Don't shoot
tell
me, my
them.
nigga.
I would always tell them this. When they would get in their feeling and get caught up in them nuts, so you know how women do.
Yeah.
Emotional.
You hit that spot, you turn the crazy
No.
on.
I'm gonna hit the crazy button every time. I know y'all don't believe in giving women good dick. I believe in
Man, every single fucking time,
killing
man.
women every time I get. Hear what I tell them.
Be soul to soul with him, my nigga.
Hear what I tell them. I look in my eye and I would tell her that I love her as I kiss her in the mouth.
Motherfucking right.
And then I would turn around and tell her, I don't trust you. You cheating with me, hoe.
Goddamn motherfucking
And you don't
right.
get your ass back in your goddamn place.
Motherfucking right.
I need you to step outside of your emotion and think about this. Why would I choose you? You are a cheater.
Because you gave her emotional dick.
Hey, you ever
I'm
been?
gonna do it every time.
You ever been?
That's why you got.
You
I'm
ever
gonna
been
do it every
fucking?
time.
You ever been fucking another nigga bitch and be like, who pussy this is?
Nope.
Oh wait, time out.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm the toxic
It ain't got nothing to do
nigga.
with me.
I'm the toxic nigga that be like, who pussy this is? And she be like, yours. I'm like, shut your lying ass up. Shut your lying ass
All
up.
I'm doing is smacking ass.
Shut your lying
I ain't
ass.
got. Ain't no talking.
I don't ask.
You love this evil dick.
I reserve the talking for chicks I actually like.
Hey, look,
Okay.
I love asking incriminating questions.
and that's
Oh,
the
man.
I don't like
no,
this.
that's where you start emotional dick syndrome.
Yeah.
You trying to give her
No,
emotional
look,
dick.
I just
Right.
told you.
Like you're trying to get emotions up out of. Ain't no
Listen,
talking.
hey, my nigga, when I'm fucking your bitch, I'm soul to soul with her, my
Matter
nigga.
of fact, I'm cutting your time short by
Nah,
10
nigga,
minutes.
hey,
You
time
only
out,
get
time-
20. I
Hey,
usually
look,
give them
I told
30.
y'all niggas.
Fuck
I
that
told you.
shit.
Hey, look, ladies, foreplay begins when your last orgasm ends. I'm fucking you all day, even when I'm not with you, and you with that nigga at church. God damn it.
Why though?
You must be used to be spending.
Yo.
Stop this crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I turned 41
Bluetooth
2 weeks
sperm,
ago,
baby.
right?
Hey,
I
nigga.
know I don't look 41. I'm aging like wine,
Hey.
not milk. You know what I'm saying?
At 43, I ain't got time for that shit.
I only deal with black women, unlike most of my critics. So I'm aging well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
melanin be
honest.
helping.
I don't care about any of that other stuff because I know my purpose. And my purpose is to get what the hell I need out of this situation and then send her home to go lie to that nigga. She ain't gonna lie to me.
Well, like I said, but you know the saying of the show is cultivate your hoes.
It is.
So what you need to do when she leave, you got to teach her something on the way out. So you got to tell her what to do when she go home. Go home, cook that man some chicken. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be like,
Have
the
a
lesson
stripper,
for
man.
tonight is gawk 3,000 with a double
Hey,
twisty.
look. How many of y'all hoes out there got down? You feel me?
How many of yours?
How many of y'all hoes got down? You feel me? Listen to
Talking like he from Belsma.
Hey, time out. Shouts out. Shit saying right to the west side. We some west side niggas. I'm from
Hey,
South Park,
goddamn,
from
know what I
Princeton,
mean?
West
Now,
End. Y'all niggas already know what it is.
Hey,
352.
shout out,
What the
know what I mean now?
fuck? Time out. Hey, my nigga.
This nigga
Hey,
talking about what I do. This is what I do.
I'ma hit the bottom of the pussy hole. You know what I'm talking about? But all y'all girls can't let every nigga hit the bottom of your pussy hole.
Well, every nigga can't do it
You know,
anyway.
every nigga can't do it. I can do it. Every nigga can't do it. But this is what I'm saying.
I wanna do it with women that I like. So a lot of folks getting the
She
short
gonna
end of
go
the stick.
crazy. She gonna go crazy. Nigga gonna ejaculate all in her brain. She gonna be fucked up.
You know what's funny about all this? I don't have any problem because I typically only deal with a certain caliber of woman.
Freak, sangala freak,
No, you know.
No.
Hey, look.
No, but
I don't care what kind of teaching degree they got.
And it's like, it's like what
Somebody
man,
teaching here?
it's like what man Keno said
What's
earlier,
going on? You
right?
stop.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Nah,
like what
it keep on cutting off because I'm a fuck
what
nigga.
Keno said. Everyone needs to find their target audience
See.
and then stay there. Like I know what my target audience
I know
is.
mine.
My target audience, and I have two. And I'm
Chicks that burn sage.
every witch loves me. I love them back because
I love
and here's the
witches.
reason why. Because anyone who believes in witches and sage and motherfucking crystals, they are primed to be sold a dream.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Hey.
they believe in shit that they can't prove already.
If you gotta believe in
gustos
something,
los
why not
brujas.
believe in me,
Me
goddammit?
gustos los brujas.
If you
My
gotta
other
believe in something, why not
demographic
believe in me?
is highly educated black women.
Me gusta.
Typically, they are above, they kind of tall. They have a MBA. They make a certain amount of money. And I look like what they should have in their
Me
life.
gusta. See.
Right.
So you can sell them a dream.
I am tall. No. I ain't got to tell them shit.
Yeah,
When I walk in the room, they sold themselves.
a dream.
They see me in a very, very finely tailored suit. They know my shoes cost more than they cost. And when I walk in that bitch and they see, oh shit, he not only 6'4", he was size 13. He can talk.
Dang.
Hold your hand out like this to the camera so they can see it.
Yeah.
But
most women who are highly educated have a list, and I check off most of that list. So like I understand what lane I should stay in. I don't go for women who traffic in Justin. because because what he can give them, I'm not willing to. Justin going to give them raw, unadulterated lust. You're so stupid. Lust, shit talk to the. I don't have time for that shit. I'm not gonna do it.
Wait, time out. I also give them spirituality. I'm extremely educated. I'm a great at conversation, and I like go-karts.
Yeah. That's it.
And I like knees. I love knees. I'm looking at knees right now.
No, my thing is collarbone.
They're gorgeous.
If a collarbone ain't showing, I ain't deal with it.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, no matter what size
One of the
she
knees
is, big or
has
small.
a boyfriend. And
no matter how, no matter how big she is, big or small she is, you look at her knees and you can tell pretty much her health level. You know what I'm saying? How long you got?
Yeah, you look at them knees, you know what your life with her gonna be like in 10 years.
Them knees be fucked up. She is, you know what I'm saying? Like
you can tell she cooked with a lot of salt.
nigga, she umpire, ain't it? Goddamn.
But
umpire, ain't it, my nigga?
And she ain't riding shit.
Oh man, listen,
she don't have no meg knees. She got them Marjorie
37 seconds. She number 37 seconds of fear on top. That's all she got on 37 seconds.
And then she sitting down.
Oh yeah, she'll fall over to the side. Oh. Do the little fall over to the side. Try to pull you over. No. You gonna get all this. You gonna get you everything you need.
But understanding, you know what I'm saying? Understanding, and I think every man should know this, and here's where I do blame black men, because fathers, uncles should be teaching their sons this. Know who you are well enough to understand what type of woman you need and want, and then how to put yourself in a position to be what she wants. And I think women should do the same thing. Women are very good at telling men what they want out of a man. But they suck.
They don't ask us what the fuck we need.
They suck at knowing what the man they want.
Selfish asses.
No, it's just because they've been told they can get everything they want. And what happens is they get taken for a ride. They get their heart broken because they come in. I mean, typically they make the fantasy up in their head from childbirth. Here's Ken and Barbie, and they get married, and they done plan this shit out by their goddamn self. And think a man just supposed to come in and just stand in the gap. No.
All right. I mean, I know I just said a lot of bullshit, and I brought the old Justin back to Max Love. So
we appreciate him.
But for real though, I'll be real for a second. A lot of problems that we have is you get people to get into relationships and they're expecting you to be the whole entire village inside the relationship, and that's a lot of the fucking problem. And I said it on the shows a couple of shows back. You get a lot of people that are very fucking considerate. Many of us are inconsiderate. I mean, and I'm speaking from experience because I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? But I also know who human beings are. You get into a situation, you have all these expectations for a person to meet. You forget that this person has to experience you as well. You only singularly thinking about how you're experiencing this person. You're telling this person how you want your experience to be, and you've not once considered what this person, what kind of person this person is experiencing from you. So then you call yourself being upset, disappointed, hurt because this person couldn't be the person that you wanted them to be. And it's really like, you know what I'm saying?
You painted that picture.
You painted this picture, and then not only did you paint this picture, you didn't even have the patience to allow me the latitude to become this person that you wanted me to be. You discount my effort. You discount my whole entire experience with you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of all the loving and all of this shit I do and the bullshit I put up with from you. You gonna sit up here and tell me how disappointed.
That brings about a funny story too.
You gonna sit up here and tell me about how disappointed you are, and you hadn't thought not one time to consider about all the gripes and complaints I made to you, but I still sat up there and ate all of that shit for you in total consideration of you, but you never considered me.
That reminds me of the story. I don't know if y'all saw that video that went viral where the dude was standing in his living room. My wife ain't touched a bill in 20 years.
Yeah, brother. Speak on it. Speak on it, Cole.
Had all these chicks up. That's the kind of man I need.
House
y'all
full of
don't want
daughters.
to pay no bills.
One son. His son couldn't stand his good.
The whole family hated his motherfucking guts.
And his son
You
hated
had to
him
go
more
on
than anybody.
Ayanla twice.
Right.
And then you got mad because your wife wanted to leave. But you paid all the bills, but she wanted to leave your ass. She's like, why you talk about that on TV?
Didn't I just say something about niggas taking care of everything and me fucking the shit out that girl?
Well, I don't know
I
if
just
nobody
said
was fucking
something
his
about
wife
that,
now. I don't know about
I
that.
just said something about that shit.
Okay, so but
I
inside,
love you niggas, B.
but
I swear to God I do, man. I ain't lying, man.
But
Y'all
again,
niggas should love me too.
like I say, you have to go inside of your wheelhouse inside of that situation. So
Speak
if
on it, Coach.
you're dealing with somebody who's married or whatever this situation, your job is to keep them married. The moment you try to be the main thing inside of that situation, right? You just fucked up that relationship.
And you fucked up your access to that pussy on the low.
You'll never be able to do for them what the other person has already done for them.
Speak on it.
You was reaping the benefits of their relationship.
You were the 20% of the 80.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
80-20 rule.
Yeah, 80-20 rule. You the 20% of the 80.
When she say I finally left her, you say, whoa,
Wait. That ain't what we talked about. What are you doing?
Like I said,
That's when you hire
if she
the
break up
therapist
with
for
him,
them.
if she break up with him, you need to find her somebody else to take over that position so you can stay in your side piece role.
Okay.
That's easy money.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it should go down. If the moment that you violate where you stand inside the situation, you done violated everything. Every rule of law inside of what it is that you're trying to do. You do not fit that role.
I'm going to say this.
And that relationship over.
I'm going to say this. As probably the only person part of the whole team that wants to be married, and I'm going to explain why.
False, I want to be married.
I want an executive wife. I don't have any more kids. I have a specific role for the wife I have. One thing that men, and I think all men would benefit from doing this, asking this question. Y'all know my day job, so I ask shit for a living, right? I ask women all the time, and this is where I can literally put them in a box of how I'm going to deal with them. When I ask them, how did your exes experience you? And
My nigga.
when they can't
I'm putting
answer
this in
that,
the notes.
when they can't answer how people experience them, it tells me a few things. Number one,
Inconsiderate.
selfishness. Number two, lack of self-awareness. Right? Then I follow up with, I ask them about their, exes. I was like, yo, tell me about this dude, right? Here's the reason why. Not because I care about any of the niggas, because y'all know me, I'm an arrogant motherfucker. I am Thanos in these hoes. I will end all speculation. It is what I do, right? I'm a whole rake. But who you been with matters. Your past matters. Because that is the clearest indication of your judgment.
Right?
If a woman tells me every man she's ever dealt with was a fuck nigga and that's why she left, I'm leaving her ass too, because apparently
You like fucking.
apparently you either you're the problem or
Right.
you have poor judgment.
Right. What
If
else?
you never had a successful relationship,
Right.
If everybody was the problem, you have poor judgment.
Terrible.
And I know why they do it, trying to make themselves look good, but no.
No.
If you can't be honest with yourself, how the fuck you gonna be honest with me? I can't trust you. The best you gonna get out of me is about half of the dick I got.
Wait, whoa. Now remember, this
You
dude-
just a nigga
this
that
dude-
said you
don't
weren't
wanna-
trying to get
he
no
don't- he-
PDR,
he- No. You ain't gonna never be on the bad dick report.
All
All that shit.
Half of my dick is bigger than most of these niggas' dick whole thing.
Well,
The hell?
well.
Y'all better
Look.
check my resume
Hey,
now.
hey,
dog.
hey,
As
hey.
much shit as I talking these these streets?
I'm not checking your
You
motherfucker.
think
I don't give a fuck about your resume, bro.
Do y'all really think these girls would not be out here ripping my head off every chance I got? Let's be real about that.
Nigga.
They would
Listen,
be chomping at the
All
bit
I'm
to
saying
take me
is,
down a peg.
Tupac
Yup.
said it better than any other nigga on earth. I'll be a 10-minute brother for a $2 hoe. Sometimes you gotta be a 10-minute brother for a $2
But I ain't just leaving no $2 hoes, man.
Man, I don't.
Wait. Don't disrespect the $2 hoes like that. You
No.
have slept with
No,
a $2
no, no.
hoe.
Talking about.
Not since I found Christ. I haven't. No.
In your lifetime.
Since the
you have.
blood cover my name,
No.
I just want to tell you.
This is what I'm gonna say about. This is what I'm gonna say about brothers like Mark.
Ain't shit.
Besides that, they have very refined tastes in women, for which I can appreciate. Bump that rock for Barack Obama.
No, I ain't wrong. I ain't no scumbag sellout psychopath. I ain't wrong.
Hey man, hey look, you know he bombed them weddings. Don't even look like that. You know he did it.
He did
bomb them weddings
He bombed
and the
weddings.
schools.
Hey, I'm
but
not-
that's neither here nor there. That's in the past and it's water under the bridge. We forgive you.
For killing thousands.
Selling dope back in 2006.
My parents are calling me on video call.
Don't answer that.
This is weird.
They see that shit you doing. Like,
Yeah, this is weird. So,
gotta
but Mark has very refined taste in women. I do likewise. This is what I say. I personally want to be married. Right now, I can philander because I can. I can play around because I
No,
can.
because you're a philanderer, okay? Keep going, man. I'm just fucking with you. I just figured that'll break the monotony.
Oh my God,
Y'all see my shirt?
Okay.
Be dangerous but disciplined.
Number one.
Dangerous, disciplined.
Number one, I am not. Well, I might be. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm simply an opportunist, but that's one thing that I will say. I have no other expectation out of any of the opportunities that I take, other than something physical. Now, what generally happens is it goes beyond that because I am who I am. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah, it makes sense. Totally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, Justin, what do you think about this? Justin, I have an opinion about this. Justin, I just can't let you go. You know what I'm saying? Look. I'm not being high on myself.
Correct.
I tell all the girls
They
that I
are
do
not
with.
afraid of the dark.
Yeah, they're not afraid of the dark.
All right.
You're going to stop dealing with me before I stop dealing with you.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's that toxic shit. I like it though. I like the toxic shit.
But like I said, it's kind of like the same thing. Kind of goes back to the way I foreplay. It goes back to the way that just how I associate with them in and of itself. But I just feel,
That shit go back to Ike Turner. If you down me, bitch, I'ma kill you.
Jesus Christ.
no. I want to look in the camera and say,
If you
it's
down me,
absolutely-
bitch,
it's absolutely,
I'ma kill you.
It's
You heard
absolutely
me?
not that. It's more or less. It's
Now sing that motherfucker song like I
no.
Sing the song, anime.
See, time out. Number one, please don't associate me with anybody who is involved with domestic violence. I don't beat women. But you can associate me with Gorgeous Dre. I put them on the blade so they can get paid.
Gorgeous Drake with this shit.
No,
hot hanger, nigga.
no. Gorgeous Dre went to jail because one of his birds told him something that just so happened to be a lie. Okay, she said that she was a certain age. She wasn't a certain age. Listen here. Hey, look. I like 30 and up. That's what I like to do. 30 and up, but still put on the blade so she can get paid. Don't be out here on the blade by yourself, baby. That's dangerous. You nigga come fuck with a nigga like me. We gonna get you right.
And if
Hey, because Gorgeous Drake got him right.
I'm just saying.
But if you get wrong,
We're gonna
though,
put you on the blade, baby.
I'm gonna twist this hanger up and put that cigarette light on it.
I ain't gonna do none of that. Hey, time out. I ain't gonna do none of that. Baby, look at me. Look. Here. This fourth day I'm talking to you. You ain't got to do nothing that you don't want to do.
Okay.
You don't got to do nothing that you don't want to do, baby. I swear to God. But I tell you this,
If you don't want to do it, you're gonna show enough not gonna be wanting to do it with me. You're gonna be doing it with another nigga. I'm just saying.
Okay, so again this week is
Nigga basically just told folks to make their best move, their next move, their best move.
Look, baby, you know what I'm saying? If that nigga got a dream, you better fulfill that dream and get that cream. That's all I'm saying.
in the realm of
You know what I'm talking about?
in the realm of expectations and all that go on. We had a very interesting week with Joe Budden and the Joe Budden podcast. We cannot go alone this week and not speak on this fuckery that happened inside of that
Boy,
situation.
it was a whole bunch of fuckery.
Millie Mall and Rory.
Nigga, that shit was so funny.
Yeah, so
That shit was so funny.
now the thing that I can relate to inside of this situation was the fact that it was insinuated that business wasn't getting handled the right way. On all sides, everybody said that the other person is not handling business the right way. Right?
Right.
So from Joe's perspective, he was saying, I started this shit when I brought in all the deals. All y'all did was show up on Tuesday and Thursday or whatever day y'all came in and talk. And you wasn't even prepared when you came in on those days to have a conversation, right? So any deal that came in, I procured, and you just went along with it just to be along, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like y'all was employees. And you deserve whatever I give you is what you deserve, cause you didn't work.
But you can't really say it like that though, cause they were highly paid employees.
But
if you look at the salaries, top podcaster salaries that aren't A mics, they were getting paid pretty fucking well.
Because of the deal, see, cause Joe's skill set is his
Negotiation.
No, man. His ability to
negotiate,
communicate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Joe laid out the framework for the conversation and some bullshit, right?
I see that
because
shit.
when Joe conveniently left out that number one, Rory was there from day one. Mal came after episode 77. They had a woman on there for the first.
Yeah, Marissa.
And Joe fired her. Yeah. Here is the issue.
But you know why he fired her, right?
Because she went to Hot 97.
No, she was already working at Hot 97.
Yeah. And she did some old bullshit. Yeah.
No, she didn't do any bullshit. He was beefing with Drake at the time.
Right.
He made 2 diss records.
I remember.
Hot 97 being the biggest station in New York. Who they playing a lot of?
Drake.
That's a conflict of interest. But and Joe was already like trying to get rid of her anyway, because all she did was talk about her sex capades.
Right.
But that's another story for
niggas want to hear about that shit though.
No, you don't.
Here's the thing though.
That nigga little hoe.
Joe.
Yeah, but she couldn't carry a conversation.
No, but like
she tried her own podcast and it was
she
trash.
carrying the conversation about whole shit? If you carrying the conversation,
but she had her own podcast and it bombed. Okay. Where she talked about her whole shit.
But she that woman Angelique. But anyway,
okay, yeah,
right. So Joe was very good at laying out a narrative that wasn't all the way true. Here's the reason why I say that. Joe called them employees. Fair enough. Employees insinuate they were getting a salary. That's not what the contract said.
No,
the contract said
profit sharing.
They was profit sharing. You don't share profit. And I'm gonna say this.
Allegedly, we don't know.
No, they said it. Joe said it too.
Okay.
Because she coming out every other day, right?
Right.
So here's the thing about profit sharing, and I'm gonna go back in my past, back when I used to be a manager at the largest retailer in the world.
I said Walmart.
They are not paying us. Please do
so,
not.
Man, what they did was this. One of the things we did that was brilliant, and I learned this when I was getting my MBA, is you make the workers feel like they are owners in your vision.
They got equity, yeah.
Right. So how Walmart did it was they would give profit sharing. Joe did the same thing.
But you had to hit certain benchmarks.
Right. But still, it's still profit sharing. So like they would hit them all because the show was
well, they weren't. They didn't have no benchmarks.
It was as profit share. They got a percentage of the profits as their salaries after expenses were paid. That's why they needed accounting. As part of their contract, they supposed to get quarterly reports. That's what the shit came into at. Now what Joe did was very smart because he sold on a profit sharing, which made them feel like they was owners. I get that. I know people who have used that throughout history. What those people fail to realize is when someone realizes you are doing that, you create issues in your team. So people will come in and like they will sabotage you. They will do shit to tear it down. Joe should put them on salary from the beginning, and none of this shit is ever a fucking problem.
But they never did. I can't say they did stuff. Cause have you seen both interviews?
I have.
Yeah.
So the second interview that Rory and Mealy Mall did. Shout out to Rory and Mall, man.
Now shout out to Ack.
Fucking academics.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Anyway,
This is the most unprofessional professional podcast.
After your rent,
I get what y'all talking about.
after your rent is over with. The whole thing about the whole situation is this was a good situation to go along talking about people, friends, and business.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
So they were friends, like
They were really friends.
they were friends before all of this shit.
That's what they consider themselves to be,
Right.
especially Joe and Maul.
So that's why the black dude got mad when Joe said, "I don't owe my friends respect."
Yes.
Man, nigga, if you don't take your Rainbow Coalition living self-owned somewhere and get out of Joe's face with that mess.
But what the whole thing about it is
Mall is like the weirdest one though. Nigga, you lived through Rockefeller breakup. Like, how the fuck you don't see this?
What does he have to do with Rockefeller? Oh,
Big,
I'm
so
sorry.
one of the dudes that- hold on.
Shit.
No, one of the dudes that founded Rockefeller is his older brother.
Biggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Maul is Biggs, bro.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here, Biggs.
Yeah,
Wait. Time out. Dead ass.
Dead ass, B. It's the Rock. But yeah, son.
Bro, we don't even pronounce it like that.
Yeah, fam.
Right, you know.
So inside of the situation, you look at friends and business.
Yeah.
The question is should friends be in business with each other, or can they be in business with each other? Be in business with each other. Do you have to have these clear lines between friendship and business?
I think it's so circumstantial. You're
The
right,
paperwork got to be in order. Like, you can't go into it without paperwork.
But you know what? Some people recognize that they have a friend like, yo, I can do business with this nigga.
Right.
And some people recognize like the only thing I can do for this nigga is employ him. I can't give him all of this. And some people recognize like, hey, bro, we gonna put you on the goddamn on the fucking.
I'm gonna tell y'all
but
niggas
don't
now.
bring your ass around this shit at all.
When the
You
title
fuck
deal
up.
coming, I'm sending my lawyers. When the title deal come for Assholes Anonymous, I'm sending the lawyers. Like, I ain't playing with y'all.
He got a big problem inside the situation that the way that I feel like Joe handled it kind of wrong. You came to him on some friendship shit. They believed in the friendship more than they believed in the business. You know what I'm saying? You didn't specify. You didn't come in there and specify that yo, before we go any further, this is a business deal. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole thing was friends coming in just talking shit about the industry.
But bro,
that
I
they knew
mean,
about.
that goes to say about podcasting as a whole. Who knew the shit was gonna take off the way it had?
but
Joe knew. I knew back in motherfucking 2004 when I took my black ass to Alabama A&M to get a degree in fucking telecommunications. I knew, nigga. I knew.
Nigga, that running your family. Shut up.
Yeah.
But
I saw the
but
trend.
yeah,
Because I was in the industry, I saw the trend. But you're right.
but it's different when you had some people that was coming along and your homeboy said, "Hey man, come sit in on this show."
True.
You know what I'm saying with me? Because
Like I never thought that I Am Athlete was. I didn't think that it was going to. I knew that it was going to be a niche, and I felt like it was going to be all athletes. But for it to cross over into different lifestyles, like it has. So I see what you're saying. I see exactly what
you
you're
know what I'm saying?
saying.
He was just like, hey, come sit up with me.
That's what I'm saying.
You
You
gonna
just
talk about the industry that we know. We don't know what we doing.
You're throwing shit at the wall to see what stick. And it's stuck.
And I Am Athlete is doing amazing.
That
man.
shit stuck.
I'm so proud of them, bro. I'm not even going
Who knew Channing Crowder was gonna be intelligent like that? And I'm not saying he's a dummy. I'm just saying
because I feel you know.
that nigga's like.
I like Channing though. Sometimes.
He's entertaining as hell.
Yeah, I love Channing.
But the key
Sometimes.
point though is
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. When you didn't know where it was gonna go.
Yeah.
But in your mind, in his mind, he was all on business from Jump Street.
Yeah.
the way he invited them in was
Even when he left Complex,
when
he left Complex, though, he was on.
when he invited them in. He invited them
bullshitting.
in as we are friends, just talking about the industry that we know about.
He did the big switch on.
Remember, Rory was doing these little festivals that he was
He was
going
doing
around
Duce
doing.
Palooza.
Yeah,
Big ass party.
yeah, and then Maul was the brother of Kareem Biggs.
Well, no, Maul is like he was like a personal assistant to a
Yeah, I'm saying,
basketball.
but he the brother of Kareem Biggs. He know the industry. He know people in the
Yeah,
industry.
yeah.
He had NBA friends. He had blah blah blah. So when they go in there,
Yeah,
to
he
have
called my bro all the
yeah,
time.
yeah. So
Yeah,
when,
they calling Julius Randolph on the
Yeah,
show.
that's his new guy. Yeah.
So now I can bring my, you know what I'm saying, my friends to have a friend, you know, talk about what we talk about on our little podcast and what we doing inside the situation. And it was a friend thing. So now when it comes to business, right, Joe coming into it and saying, and this is how Joe got them fucked. Even inside the situation, even if they're doing percentages, right? Joe can say, Cash App came to me and said, I'm giving you
Yeah,
this money.
yeah.
You divvy it up amongst the podcast, but I ain't giving it to the podcast. I'm giving it to Joe.
Well,
Right?
Cash App ain't gonna say nothing. They just like, we cut you the check. Whatever
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
yeah,
don't
yeah,
you do
yeah.
that?
It's Square Ink, by the way.
The issue with this argument, though, the issue with the argument is even if they did that, they have branded it in and imprinted it on the podcast, which means that even if because they see Joe at the podcast because Joe's name on it, they still get a percentage of it.
No.
Oh, no. It's different when somebody come to you with a deal and they say, let's take Mark for instance. They say, okay, Mark, I know you got a podcast, right? But I feel like you are the
star.
the thing that makes even that work. So I'm gonna cut a deal with you as Mark. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pay Mark this money. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do with the podcast is your business, right? I don't have a deal with your podcast. I have a deal with Mark.
Okay, and I get what you're saying. Here's the issue.
Right.
Every single podcast, Joe said, sponsored by blah, 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 Cash App. He put them in the podcast.
I get what you're
Which
saying.
means it is a percentage. It's part of the podcast. If they would have just did a deal with Joe, that's like one of us getting a sponsorship deal with, I don't know, Heineken. And then them motherfuckers, then I walk in here on the podcast every day wearing my Heineken shit, talking about Heineken.
Okay, even with
But only you get to pay.
but
they signed it with you.
But not only that though,
But the deal was sponsored based on my appearance on the show.
So who owns the IP?
Joe owns the IP. And so I'm not, see, but here's the thing about IPs. Because he owns the IP. True. His issue is going to be this. And the fact that he had a contract keeps the IP valuable.
Okay.
Because if Joe did not have a contract, come on, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
So here the IP issue. Joe fixed his IP issue because Joe paid them.
Okay.
So like all of their content and all that stuff still has value for his IP. Now, if Joe had just had a handshake agreement with them, and then this shit happens, any good lawyer could have said, because of what's going on, take anything with my client in it down. There is no contract holding them to the show. So your IP is gonna have to black them out or whatever until we get something to handle. That's just basic contract law, right? So man, Joe good right now because he actually compensated them for their appearance on his show on his IP. If he didn't have the contract, he'll be fucked. And what's funny is this same conversation I was having, it was with 3 lawyers.
Right.
Don't with the educated women.
Right.
We talked about the Joe shit. And they was going through the contract law. They were saying yo, Joe is straight because even if he gotta cut them a fucking check, he still own all their content.
But they never said the money was the issue. That's the problem. I mean, it's some deeper shit going on.
Right.
The problem is we're talking about Joe Budden and Rory and Mal, and the subject is doing business with friends. This is what I'm going to say. Joe, Rory, and Mal were never friends. Okay? Joe used Rory and Mal for as far as he could use them. Let's stay on subject. I mean, I understand that was the genesis, but let's just be real. You get involved with people who have motives. Okay? Let's talk about that. What's the motive? Why are you dealing with your friend? I'm sorry, microphone. Why are you dealing with your friend in business in the first place? What is the motivation?
Make money. Rory started the show with Joe and Rosenberg.
And that's the point. Okay, and that's the point. Now, you got involved in it, Rory, Millie Mal. Is that his name?
No,
Millie Mal?
real name Mal.
Jamal. Why y'all calling him that?
Because academics call him that.
You hate call him that.
I apologize, bro, because I didn't know that was supposed to be an offense to you. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, Mal. Once the problem is you got involved in it for money and not for purpose. So once you got involved with it with your friend and you got involved with something for money, that became the issue. Because it sounds like y'all niggas is mad about money. Get involved with somebody on purpose, okay? Get involved with somebody because you're trying to revolutionize something with your friend.
And this goes back to what we was talking about in the beginning.
And what's your purpose for being there, man?
See, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This goes back to what we talked about in the beginning. So when people get married, right?
Yes, sir.
What are they getting married for? Are they getting married for purpose?
Damn, I gotta pee.
Are they
That's a
getting
great question, though.
get married for
that's a great
opportunity or money?
question.
Yeah,
No, I'm not gonna fucking do. I'm a fucking trooper. Ain't that
we finna wrap this shit up, though.
I'm a fucking soldier. I'm gonna hold this shit to the end.
That was the point. That's the correlation.
Just
That's the correlation between the two subjects in which we're talking about now.
No,
one of the big,
I got you.
One of the big things is that you going into these situations not with a clear understanding of what it is that you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I understand.
You're going into marriage with this thought process of what it's gonna be.
What you think is gonna be.
And you signed the contract though when you get married, and you ain't take the time to understand that we in this contractual situation, and to build on it, we are a entity, one entity, right? Yeah. Just like the podcast. So what you're saying in the end is that Joe Budden Podcast is not just Joe Budden; it's the entity of Joe Budden Podcast, which makes up all parts involved, right?
Yeah.
To leave that situation is gonna be a penalty.
Of course.
So, and I was just about
They can't record their own podcast for a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was just about to ask Mark that. Mark. And I was gonna ask because you said you had a conversation with lawyers, and I know I got a peep of shit. I just really want to ask this question because now my mind is peaked. So, is we looked at the shit that Mal and Rory. Yeah. Which one is Rory and which one is Mal?
The white boy is Rory.
Okay.
Ain't nobody black named Rory. I'm just saying.
I'm from Pleasant Grove.
Well,
right.
Interesting fact. Rory is a dude, so it's funny.
Point taken.
Okay. I'm from Pleasant Grove, so it happens. There's Brodies and stuff. So what them doing that show the other day and then kind of referencing Joe, isn't that illegal?
No. Here's why.
It wasn't defamation or nothing?
No, it was all true. You can only prove defamation if it was done in treacherous intent. None of what they said was a lie. Because if it was,
they didn't break the contract.
They didn't defame him.
Okay. So nothing that they did broke the. So when we looked at the other day on Vimeo,
Joe fired them.
So
Joe only fired Rory.
He only fired Rory. So what's finna happen?
No.
This week finna be.
He never fired Mal. He never fired Mal.
Fuck with academics, but I might have to watch this shit because now I'm interested.
He did not publicly fire Mal. He fired Rory
Publicly.
He fired Rory publicly. Mal was not fired. So if Mal makes money off this, which they are making money, even though it's $2.
The only reason
per
I'm
watch.
Interested, the only reason I'm interested because I want to find out what the purpose of them being on their show was, and now what's the purpose of them having their own show is anyway. Because
I'm starting to feel like
nothing in that contract said they can do their own podcast. As a matter of fact, Joe has said publicly in the past that they
for 2 years
they should do no. He said publicly in the past that they should do their own podcast, like Schultz did with Charlamagne and their podcast. Joe was trying to get them to start their own podcast for his own selfish purpose, because Joe is a narcissist.
A network.
He was trying to build a network, and if they start their own podcast,
Almost like Executive Art Studio.
if they start their own podcast, he has a network. So like nothing in their contract said they couldn't start their own podcast. Joe was just being a whole bitch. He was in his goddamn feelings, spilling his feelings on the internet, talking about, he's not a podcast, I'm gonna sue you. He came back and got that IG line like,
Yeah, I saw that.
went there so because he knew he was being a bitch. Joe is one of the most emotional men I've seen in my fucking life. This shit is business.
He's making light-skinned men look bad.
Business.
But that's
It's
marriage.
business.
That's marriage.
Married. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a relationship.
You got emotional dudes.
I give up.
Yeah.
So, hey, we gonna wrap this up, man.
I would.
What you got for him, Keno?
Yes.
At the end of the day, the one thing that you got to keep in mind is understand what you're trying to do inside of a situation before you go in there and just put your feet in the water. You know what I'm saying? Understand.
Just don't
what
go
you're
in
trying to
all the way, huh?
do. You know what I'm saying? Like, just understand what you're trying to do.
Test the water.
If you jump in the water, you don't know how to swim. You know what I'm saying? That's your fault. If you drown,
that's your fault.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand what it is you're looking at, what it is you're trying to do, and how far you're trying to go inside the situation. Just because you feel like this is what you're supposed to be doing doesn't mean that this is what you're
Right.
supposed to be doing.
What you got for him, Christ the Curls?
Got that right. Thank God that Bush is not here to take his long, deep breaths. Shouts out to my nigga Bush. That shit be funny as fuck though.
Living his best light skin,
Yeah,
like
it be funny as fuck though. Fuck what you heard, man.
translucent little motherfucker.
Hell yeah, my nigga. I'm out. I'm one Buffalo Rockin' Crown and 3 woodchucks, as you can see in. They do not support us and do not drink that shit. It was terrible. It tastes like apple cider vinegar. I don't like it, but I drunk it because I bought it. Number one, we talked about expectations. Expect human beings to be human beings. I'll tell you this much. Infidelity isn't as bad as you think it is. I'm just gonna put that out there. People cheat on. I swear to God, it's not like
Niggas get cheated on every day, B.
what Portia did. Seriously, is not that serious.
Oh,
Hey, that was an exercise of options, in my opinion. But
after
hey.
show.
It's after show shit, but it's
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's not that serious. Those people are living a different lifestyle than you are, so don't get so hung up on it. But yeah, it's not that bad. Number two, we talked about dealing with friends and business. There's nothing wrong with dealing with friends and business if you remember the purpose for which you showed up. If you all showed up for money, expect for sharks to bite, because that's what sharks do. Expect for niggas to be niggas or human beings to be human beings. People are going to people, and I guarantee you that myself, I'm a priority above all people, even you people that I love. I come before you, so I will be the scorpion on your back, you fucking frog.
What you got for him, Machiavellian?
Yo,
I'm just keeping it motherfucking real.
This guy.
people will meet your expectations wherever you set them.
Goddamn motherfucking right.
They will meet your expectations wherever you set them. If you want to be married, be married. Just understand what the purpose is. Understand what you want from it, and then have a plan. Execute that plan.
Right on.
If you don't believe it can happen, holla at Bill and Melinda.
You got that right.
They had a plan. They stuck to it.
It worked.
He wrote in his side bitch. Granted, they got split up because of Epstein Island. But, you know, Bill got a little freaky because, you know, his autism.
Yeah.
But just understand, people will meet your expectations wherever you set it. If you are not for infidelity, cool. Don't deal with people who are. Life is not hard. And we judging y'all asses. So exercise good judgment if you don't want to be judged. It's as simple as that. Your path matters. You can't, you know, get washed by the blood and that shit go away. We saw you being a hoe.
Yeah, that shit ain't like a credit report. It don't fall
You've been
off.
on Facebook since 2006. I know every nigga you done been with, my nigga.
Because you posted it.
Goddamn
I'm in
right.
love. 6 months later,
He ain't shit.
Jesus is my will. Jesus is my husband. 6 months later,
My Lord has brought me
We 35 and I see that nigga you went to prom with. Stop fucking with me.
all right.
Man, to wrap this up, man. Shout out, fellas. We gonna shoot in our warehouse all year, baby. We shooting at the right basket.
I don't give a
Hey,
fuck.
look.
My
Shooting
nigga,
at the right baskets.
I am not.
Be
I'm,
dangerous but disciplined, baby.
I'm shooting.
no.
I'm shooting at you all, baby.
You shoot in the right basket if that's what you're trying to do. Like if you ain't trying to be stable inside those situations, shoot all over the place.
I'm shooting a half court shot trying to win that
George, you
GMC.
said some shit gonna stick regardless.
I'm trying to win that GMC Envoy.
if you ain't trying to get the contract, just go out there and have fun. Shoot
Nigga,
that
I'm-
bitch from where you want.
Nigga, it's halftime at the Atlanta Hawks game, and I'm trying to win that Ford Explorer. Well, I'm shooting half court shots, baby.
Again, a lot of you niggas are not Steph Curry.
Fuck
So
you.
y'all need to, get focused. Maybe being married is what you need to do.
I agree. A lot of y'all niggas.
Joe said it plainly. He don't want to be a player no more. Some of you niggas suck at it.
Hey, man,
Like,
fuck
stop.
you. Shoot the half court shot.
Fucking stop.
I agree.
Because you leave it for niggas like me to have to clean up the pieces, and I don't have the
I'm
patience.
not
for
cleaning
that
it
shit.
up.
Cultivate your hoes.
I love it.
They ain't no cultivation
I'm
going
sweeping
on.
it under the rug.
These
I'm
niggas
tired of dealing with these damaged goods. Y'all
fucking imaginary
leave it in
players,
the
man.
streets.
Nigga, I'm throwing
Y'all
it.
done broke all these women and then want to give them back to the
I'm
street.
the nigga
Yeah.
who knocked that.
Tired of this shit.
I'm
I'm
the nigga who
sick
knocked
of
that
you.
can off the fucking
I'm
shelf.
sick of you fucking imaginary players. Stop it.
I'm the nigga that knocked the can off the shelf, and now you got the Denny Campbell soup. That's me.
I'm
B.
going to East Africa.
So nigga, I'm getting a bitch half off. That's what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
So
Pardon my English. I
thanks to
didn't mean it like
Executive
that.
Art.
Can't
one of the
stand
Shout
greatest
out to
ones.
Executive Art, man.
If it ain't toxic.
Check out the pages on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah, holler at us for your
Graduation
artistic
season,
needs.
man. Take your portrait and get you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Father's
It's
Day
prom
coming
season.
up.
Take
Hey,
your portrait and
Get your
you
dad or something.
If you want to be the next Joe Budden, we can help that out too.
I know you ain't never seen your dad, but get that picture from him.
If you want to do your own podcast from Executive Art Studios, you can contact Executive Art Studios at executiveart@gmail.com.
Executive Art
About 4.
Executive Art 4 at gmail.com.
And
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
you know what I'm saying? And inquire about using the studio for your own podcast, your own studio time.
The rates are really affordable
Yeah.
too, so don't think you got to break the bank.
Yeah,
Just come through, we'll help you out.
It's worth it for you. So, thank you
Appreciate y'all.
and good night.
Good night.
I can't stop looking at the contrast on Shekinah nails. It's so beautiful.